Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Tirthalion. One of the things that I want to do with my channel is I would like to do true crime readings. That's where, say there's a missing person or an unsolved murder or something like that. I would like to do a reading on it, and it's all alleged. And for entertainment uses only, but I would like to, if I can get some accurate and or good information, I would like to actually help solve those crimes. But again, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you're someone who has seen my videos before, you'll notice that these are some cards you haven't seen me use before. These are the Akashic Tarot. If you've heard anything about the Akashic Record, that's basically, an alleged place where everything that's happened has been documented and is stored away. So that's why I chose these cards to do these readings. Now this is the case of Susan Marie Cox Powell, the young lady who disappeared from Utah in 2009. I did do some research on it after the reading, and Susan and her husband Joshua met in college and married a year later. Stephen, Joshua's dad, was obsessed with Susan. He used to follow her around the house with a camcorder, and he's had thousands of pictures of her in compromising positions on his computer. He would use things to view at her in the bathroom and various other positions. In 2007, Joshua Powell, her husband, filed for bankruptcy, citing over $200,000 in debt. She wrote a secret will in 2008, along with recorded video showing what Joshua had done, the damage to the property. She was also quoted as to saying, "I want it documented that there is extreme turmoil in our marriage," end quote, and, quote, "If I die, it may not be an accident, even if it looks like one," end quote. Now, life insurance. Susan disappeared on December 6th of 2009 in West Valley City, Utah. Life insurance on Susan turned up for $1.5 million. Her blood was also found on the floor, along with an unidentified male. Now, what really makes this interesting is that on February 5th of 2012, Joshua Powell blew himself up and their two sons while in their home. If you remember on the news, there was a 911 call from the social worker saying that he took the children in and blew the house up. So there's that information there, but his suicide and two murders was in South Hill, Washington. So let's go ahead and go to our reading here. This card here is the significator, or the person, the main focus of the reading. This is going to represent Susan. This is the Three of Keys, also known as the chess game. And this card, basically, if you look, it shows that the Bronze Queen is laying on her side on the playing field. This is the card of social conflict. You know, everyone is out for themselves. The next card is going to be the present situation. This is the Queen of Roses. Now, this shows, you know, she's actually under the field. She's also facing to her left. This is the loving wife, passionate and supportive. As you can see, she's surrounded by roses. The next, this is what she wants. This is the King of Roses. Now this would be what she wanted, because of course, you know, it's alleged that she's dead. She loved her husband and is still looking at him. As you can see, the Queen of Roses is looking, you know, over the field at the King of Roses, who is her husband. Now, if you look, he's not interested at all. He's looking the opposite direction of the Queen. So he's done. He's had his time. This card represents the hidden factors. And this is the Eight of Roses, or community card. This basically tells you that his family has the answers. Most notably, I got the feeling that the father knows something that he hasn't actually said. Again, this is all alleged and used for entertainment purposes only. But possibly the father knows a lot more. And I get the feeling that the husband didn't exactly kill her, but he did cover up for who did. Now, the next card is the Obstacles and Challenges. That's this card here. It's the Six of Forces, or the Waterfall. Now, the waterfall is a significant loss of power, color, and emotion. Life drained out of her. It seems to me like the cause of death is strangulation. If and when they find her bones at this point, they will find that the hyoid bone is broken, but they will find that it's broken because, you know, she was strangled. The only other thing is that when she is finally found, she's going to be out there into the elements, so it's more likely that the hyoid bone is going to be broken anyway. Now, this is the outcome. As you see, it's the top. And this is the One of Forces, or the Akashic Field. Now, the Akashic Field is basically saying that the truth is going to come out. Now, this may not look like it, but this is what is called the star spread. It's supposed to be spread out and, you know, look like a star, but currently with the camera that I'm using to record, I can't get it out that far. So now, the one thing that I am going to do live, because as you can tell, you know, I've already set all this out and, you know, written down the things that I wanted to touch, is while I'm here, I'm going to do an oracle pull. And if you've never heard of oracle cards, they are the not all oracle decks are tarot decks, but all tarot decks can be oracle decks. And it's basically, you would do a one card reading, or if you're going to do a daily meditation, you could pull a card and focus on it. This is going to be the first time that I see this card, because I haven't pulled one yet. I don't know if you can hear, but I am shuffling. So what we're going to do is see if we can shed more light on what happened to Ms. Susan Marie Cox Powell, because I don't think whenever there's a victim or someone who's not around anymore, missing, deceased, murdered, we can't say the name enough. Now, the oracle card that we pulled today is Obsession. You cannot tell me now that the father had something to do with this. Of course, this is all alleged and intended for entertainment uses only. The obsession card, basically there was an unhealthy obsession. It had to have been the father. Okay, well, this is the first in what I hope to be many videos about true crime, and hopefully this gets this helps answer some questions, and we can find Ms. Cox Powell. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.